So look up. Today's subject, Tawana Necole. I want to know, and all of the viewers out there probably want to know, why can't a woman find a husband?
Because a man is supposed to find a wife. That's why. We always have this conversation that, women choose, but men really choose. In my opinion, if we were to go back even to biblical times, men had multiple wives. Solomon had wives,
That's true.
concubines, side bitches, underside bitches, down low. Like he had women, my bad, not bitches. He had all these different types of women.
You right. Hey, you ain't say nothing wrong. Solomon had a few bitches on the side too. You know what I'm talking
He probably did. They had some hoes, they had some jump offs, they had some and it was okay if
That's wife material. You see what I'm saying? Being a woman does not qualify you to be a wife. Being a wife qualifies you to be a wife.
I know somebody got popped. I need that check shit, I might sue you, still my walk. This my motherfucking trip. These niggas cap, they all talk.
Good shit. You want some?
it take too long to get here.
Yo, y'all don't know who this is. This your boy Q5 BigSmoke, live and direct with your girl
Tawana Necole. What's up, y'all?
Hey, look, y'all. Welcome back to what? Talk Big Podcast. Hey, where we holding them down like a tree root, trying to get it like it's free. She doing it like it's her, like I doing it like it's me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, today's episode on Talk Big Podcast, we got some pretty interesting subject. But first, I want y'all to log on to sacredsisters.com. sacredsisters.com. I want y'all to go check out all our products. I want y'all to go check out the spiritual box. I want y'all to go check out the knowledge and the wisdom that's provided on sacredsisters.com. Okay, look, y'all. Now we ready to turn up. Why are we ready to turn up? Since we doing this thing live, you know what I'm talking about? I can burn up. That's how it is. So look up. Today's subject, Tawana Necole. I want to know, and all of the viewers out there probably want to know, why can't a woman find a husband?
Because a man is supposed to find a wife. That's why. I mean, that's the simplest answer, right? We always have this conversation that, women choose, but men really do choose it. In my opinion, in my observation, in my, 30-something plus years on earth, men do the choosing. So it's up to the man to, whenever he's ready to settle down with whoever he want to settle down with, that's how a woman gets a husband. A man normally, the way society is set up, there's a video going around basically with this woman. It was taped back like in 1970 something or something like that. It looked real old. But she was basically saying, we adopted a culture.
Let me interject this one thing, because you just said something I don't want to lose the frame of thought. You said that's how society is set up, right?
Well, listen, that's what she said.
I just want you to remember that part right there real quick. So that's how society is set up. Now,
right.
Please what you were saying.
Right. So she was saying the culture that we embraced as African Americans may not have been our culture, because we were basically brought from, history says we were, as African Americans, we were brought from Africa into this particular, colonization. And we adapted their practices. We adapted their way of life. And their way of life is one spouse. And, the man basically marries the woman. Because if we were to go back even to biblical times, men had multiple wives. Solomon had wives.
That's true.
Concubines, side bitches, underside bitches, down low. Like he had women, my bad, not bitches. He had all these different type of women.
You right. Hey, you ain't say nothing wrong. Solomon had a few bitches on the side too. You know what I'm talking about?
He probably did. They had some hoes, they had some jump offs, they had some and it was okay if the Bible is so right and that story is so right.
Hey.
That was the culture. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, but to bring it back to your question, the society that we live in basically says that we're supposed to have one wife or husband, and normally the man is the person. I mean, now these later days, girls getting down on one knee, you know, proposing to a man. Not my stilo. not me. Look, that's probably why I'm not married, because I'm not getting down on no bed. No man can, I'm not gonna do it. So, but I mean, just to kind of stop rambling and just make the point, you know, pin down the point, it's like, at the end of the day, I feel like the society that we live in, the tradition is for a man to find a woman that he wants to settle down with and live the American dream. And men do the choosing. It's when he is ready to get married. Normally, that's when a woman gets a husband. So that's how I answer that question.
I feel you on that.
What's your viewpoint? What you think about that?
My viewpoint on why woman can't find a husband, is...
That wasn't your question.
That's a paraphrasing of my answering.
Okay. Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah. My viewpoint on why women can't find a husband, why they don't have a husband, because as much as she would like to think that she's a woman, she's absolutely right. But one thing she's not is she's not a wife. That's the difference. You have to put on a whole new garment to be adorned as a wife, as wife material. You see what I'm saying? Being a woman does not qualify you to be a wife. Being a wife qualifies you to be a wife. So that's why even if you go to like the biblical scripture, you know why he's saying, he said, he who findeth a wife findeth a good thing and receive favor from Yah. You see how he's saying? And if you take those old texts, you know, because you find a wife, he ain't say find a woman. It's a big difference. One is ready for a certain type of level of commitment. One is ready for a certain type of engagement. And one is ready have a certain type of qualities within themselves that is already going to bring forth life to this new relationship. This energy coming together as one now, and this energy going to blossom bigger because it's two lights coming together. But a woman, that doesn't mean that a woman is prepared to be a wife. You see how he's saying?
So you feel like it's a lot of women my bad. I just want to interject really quickly. So you feel like a lot of women are walking around here not married because they're not wife material?
No, they ain't wife material. No, hell no. Shit. As much as they like to think they wife material, hell to the nizar. Hey, check this out. Let me show you how much so. You got people right now that have been in a relationship 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, and still ain't fucking married. Why? That man never ever felt in his spark to say, I want to wife this. Hey, fuck it, he never felt it in his spark to say, hey, I want to wife this. Why? Because it was never identified within him as a man that this is wife material.
Well, here's the thing. She has to be something, because if he's been with her for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 years. Because you know some relationships where people have been together that long.
Yeah,
if he lived with her for that long, then, I mean, what's the difference between him and her being wife on paper versus not? Because marriage is solidified through, you know, a certificate from the states.
Look, yeah.
And... you know,
an
officiating.
I understand all the certificate part. I ain't talking about that part. I'm talking about, because nothing really happens in reality. I mean, the gesture of it all. The gesture to say, I want to marry you. That's some serious shit. You dig?
But how serious is it though? Quick, Q5. Wait a minute. Because if a man can live with a woman for 20 years and she washes clothes, she feed him, she, you know, freak him, she take care of him, and her vice versa, but they just didn't put it on paper, or he just didn't say, oh, I want you to be my wife. You know why that works for most people?
because he got a side bitch on the side and she tolerates it. She say, fuck it, I'm taking care of at home. I got this nice house, all this shit. Yeah, he got fucking Becky.
And that's not every case, though. You're making that seem like that's every single case.
Hey, let me tell you something.
Some men be married and have a side girl on the side, or you know what I'm saying, they little girlfriend on the side.
That man have been with that woman for 10 years, 15 years. So if they done been together damn near 10 years, 15 years, you know what I'm talking about? They probably old and up in the age. And you know what I'm saying? And we talking about the ones that ain't happy. And a lot of them niggas ain't happy at home. Some of them women older than me. You know what I'm saying? They have some turn into a whole nother category. They ain't women in a whole lot of categories. Sometimes they acting like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? So when they act like a bitch, you gotta call them a bitch. You know what I'm talking about? So women be bitching at home sometimes. So them niggas don't be happy at home no more. You know? Them boys don't be happy at home at all. So I try to tell you, like,
but
right
here's
now.
The thing: if you don't have a marriage certificate or anything tying you together, then why would you stay there? Like, and that leads me to my question. My question is,